Have you ever walked into a room and forgot why you were there? Or started a conversation and midway through the words just vanished? If that sounds familiar, you might have experienced what many of us in the fibromyalgia community call fibro fog. Today, I want to discuss what this means and how we can manage it. Hi, I'm Daniela, and you're watching Through the Looking Glass, where we foster resilience and inspire lives. If you're new here, welcome. On this channel, I share my journey with fibromyalgia and other chronic illnesses, along with tips on how we can live a full and amazing life in spite of these challenges. Fibro fog refers to cognitive difficulties like memory problems, trouble concentrating, and feeling mentally cloudy, like your thoughts are stuck in molasses. If you've been there, you know how frustrating and isolating it can feel. Fibro fog isn't just the occasional forgetfulness. It's a persistent feeling that can disrupt every part of your day-to-day life, like misplacing your keys for the 100th times, missing an important date, or struggling to keep up at work. Even tasks that used to feel simple are overwhelming now. Memory lapses are another classic symptom of fibro fog. You may miss deadlines, forget to pay bills, or find yourself staring blankly at the grocery store shelves. This constant mental exhaustion can leave you feeling drained and defeated. It feels frustrating, not just for you, but for the people around you who may not understand what's going on. Over time, this can affect your self-esteem and mental health, making you doubt yourself. But let me tell you this, your brain is not broken. It's overwhelmed dealing with a lot right now, and it needs a little extra TLC. Now, you might be wondering, why does this happen? Well, scientists believe fibro fog is linked to several factors like inflammation, central nervous system dysfunction, and imbalances in neurotransmitters. These are all ways that your brain gets a little scrambled. Poor sleep quality can also play a major role. This fog slows down your brain's function, making it harder to remember names, conversations, or even where you put your phone. It also affects your executive function, making it difficult to plan and organize, and it can leave us feeling overwhelmed and indecisive. Let's be real, fibro fog can feel like a never-ending struggle. On a good day, it's manageable, but on others, it feels like your brain is moving through thick fog, making even the simplest task feel impossible. This unpredictability is one of the hardest parts. You may wake up feeling fine, but by midday, the fog rolls in, clouding your thoughts and slowing you down. It can leave you feeling helpless, frustrated, and sometimes defeated. But here's the thing, while we cannot always control when fibro fog hits, we can control how we respond to it. Often we spend so much energy resisting the fog, getting angry at ourselves, or trying to force clarity when it's just not there. And while that's a completely natural reaction, it usually ends up leaving us more exhausted and mentally drained. The key is to shift our mindset, to stop seeing fibro fog as an opponent we need to conquer, and start seeing it as part of our reality that we need to manage with care and understanding. Think of it like navigating through a storm. You can't control the storm itself, but you can prepare for it, adapt your approach, and learn how to steer through it with more ease. It's a lot to manage, I know, but don't worry, we're going to break it all down together and find some clarity in this fog. So, what can we do about it? Let's talk strategy. Adopting simple yet effective strategies can make a big difference. Number one, the power of habits. Establishing routines is one of the most effective ways to cut down on mental strain. When you have a gentle rhythm to your day, your brain doesn't have to work as hard to figure out what's coming next. It's like giving your mind a break from the constant decision making. Habits are like your brain's autopilot system. Once in place, they allow you to move through your day with less mental effort, especially helpful on those foggy days when decision making feels difficult. By building small, consistent habits, you can bring predictability and structure to your day, giving you a sense of stability even when your mind feels scattered. But make sure to start small. For example, create a habit of always placing your keys in the same spot when you come home. This prevents from those frantic searches when fibro fog kicks in and allows you to rely on established patterns. Over time, these habits free up mental energy so that you don't have to overthink every little decision. They work in the background, providing a safety net on tough days and helping you navigate the fog with more ease. The more your brain relies on those habits, the less effort you need to spend on figuring out what comes next, leaving you with more clarity for the things that matter most. Number two is using memory aids. Tools like planners, reminder apps, or even sticky notes can be lifesavers. Think of them as external storage for your brain. You don't have to rely on your memory for every little thing. Let these tools handle that for you. Personally, I love using a digital planner that sends me reminders through the day. It helps me stay on track without feeling overwhelmed by trying to remember every little thing. By outsourcing some of the mental workload, you find you have more energy to focus on the things that really matter. Number three is staying organized. Keeping things organized is more than just a tidy habit. It is a strategic move for mental clarity. Whether it's your physical space like your desk or the kitchen, or your digital life on your computer or smartphone, organization can significantly reduce mental clutter. When everything has its place, your brain isn't bogged down by the chaos of searching for misplaced items or sifting through clutter. Start with simple, manageable steps. For instance, designate spots for your keys, wallet, and daily essentials. This small change can save you minutes, even hours over the course of a week. In your digital life, take some time to organize your files and delete unnecessary apps. Just like with physical clutter, digital mess can be distracting and overwhelming. Also, consider setting up a system that helps you stay organized long term. This might mean daily or weekly time set aside for tidying, using organizational apps, or even investing in some physical organizers and storage solutions. The goal here isn't perfection. It's about making life a little easier every day, clearing the fog as you go. Number four is exercising your brain. Now, that is something that doesn't get enough attention. Just like your body, your brain needs regular stimulation to stay sharp. One of the best ways to do this is by challenging yourself with activities that stretch your cognitive muscles. Games like Sudoku, crossword puzzles, or brain training apps can help you focus and improve memory. These exercises create new neural connections, which can help combat that cloudy feeling. It could be something as simple as trying a new recipe, picking up a new hobby, or even learning a new language. The idea is to give your brain something fresh to work on, which helps it stay more active and adaptable even on foggy days. The beauty of brain exercises is that they don't have to feel like work. Find activities that you enjoy and incorporate them into your routine. Not only will they help clear some of the mental fog, but they'll also give you a sense of accomplishment, which can do wonders for your confidence. Number five is practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness is one of the most powerful tools you can use when you're feeling mentally foggy. At its core, mindfulness is about staying present, fully aware of the moment you're in. When fibro fog hits and your thoughts feel scattered, mindfulness can be a grounding practice that helps you regain focus focus and clarity. The beauty of mindfulness is that it doesn't require hours of meditation or a perfectly quiet environment. It can be as simple as taking a few deep breaths, noticing the feelings of your body in the chair, or focusing on the sounds around you. In just 5 minutes, you can reset your mind and body, pulling yourself out of that mental fog and into the present moment. Fibro fog often pulls our attention in multiple directions, making it hard to stay centered. Mindfulness helps you train your mind to come back from distractions and focus on the here and now. When you practice this regularly, it becomes easier to catch yourself when your thoughts drift and when the fog starts to creep in. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, you can gently guide your mind back to what is right in front of you. Here are a few simple mindful techniques that you can easily integrate into your day. Deep breathing. One of the simplest forms of mindfulness is to focus on your breath. Try inhaling slowly for 4 counts, holding for 4 counts, and then exhaling for 4 counts. As you breathe, notice the sensation of the air moving in and out. This slows down racing thoughts and centers your mind. Body scanning. This technique helps you reconnect with your body. Sit comfortably and focus on each part of your body, starting with your toes and working your way up to your head. Notice any areas of tension or discomfort and simply acknowledge them without judgment. This can help bring you back to the present moment and calm a busy mind. Mindful walking. Now, if you're anything like me and you find it difficult to sit still, mindful walking is a great alternative. Focus on each step you're taking, noticing how your feet feel against the ground, the air around you, the sounds in the environment. This simple practice can help clear your mind and give you a moment of peace during a busy day. The goal of mindfulness is not to cure fibro fog, but to give you the tools to navigate it. By practicing mindfulness, you're building a skills that helps through mental clutter. It reduces stress and improves your overall sense of calm and clarity. Mindfulness is a practice. It gets easier and more natural the more you do it. But let's be real, even with all the strategies in the world, fibro fog can still feel like a struggle. Some days it's manageable, but on others it feels like your brain was kidnapped, making even the simplest tasks seem impossible. One minute you're saying, "I got this," and the next you're standing in the kitchen wondering why you're holding a spoon. When all fails, you're left with one simple but extremely powerful tool. When you can't control a situation, you know you can always control how you respond to it. And maybe even a little laugh along the way. Yes, it can be frustrating, but sometimes finding humor in those little moments can help lighten up the load. Like when you stand in front of the fridge for the 3rd time and think, well, I'm here again, but what for? And then you finally see it, your keys chilling in the fridge. Sure, it's not funny when you're searching the entire house for your phone only to find it in the laundry basket. But those moments, as ridiculous as they feel, remind us that we're human and our minds have their quirks. After all, if your keys want to hang out in the fridge, who are we to judge? Humor doesn't solve the problem, but it does give us a moment to breathe and remind us not to take ourselves too seriously. After all, our brains are doing their best, even if they take the cynic route sometimes. But jokes aside, there's something powerful about realizing we can develop strategies to manage fibro fog when it does hit. Instead of constantly battling against it, we can learn to work with our minds and bodies, adapting to what they need rather than fighting an uphill battle. Think of it like this. You're not trying to outrun the storm. You're learning how to navigate it, and with a little more ease, and maybe even a few laughs. I hope those 5 practical strategies help you manage fibro fog and regain a sense of control even on those foggy days. At the end of the day, fibro fog is part of living with fibromyalgia, but it doesn't define you. It may slow you down or make you feel a little lost sometimes, but with patience and acceptance and maybe a little humor, you can find your way through it. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips on living with fibromyalgia and other chronic illnesses. I would love to hear your own fibro fog stories or strategies in the comments below. And remember, we are stronger than the fog. See you in the next one. You can also use the sticky notes in places... No. Why is this sounding weird? Oh, my leg. Oh, it's asleep. Frick. This small change can save you minutes, even hours over the course of a week. Okay. This small change can save you minutes, even hours over the course of a week. In your digital life, take... That's awkward. The goal here isn't perfection. It's about making life a little easier every day, clearing. Why can I not speak? The idea is to give your brain something fresh to work on, which helps. Not only they'll help clear some of the mental mental flog. That's a new word. Mental flog. Yeah, nice one. The beauty of brain exercises is that they don't have to feel like work. Find activities that you enjoy and incorporate them. Oh my gosh, today is a bad day. Ugh. Number 5 is practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness is one of the most powerful tools you can ooze. You can ooze. That does not sound good. Fibro fog often pulls our attention. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, you can gently guide your mind back to what is right. Over time, regular mindfulness practice. I'm tired. Over time, regular mindfulness practice. Over time, regular mindfulness practice can make it easier. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Give it a tons.